Here we go. Y'all ready?
He's the one over here worried about. He's going to be the worst one I've done.
It's like it's going to take all day.
No, we can go viral. Y'all just wait.
We might.
Ready? Hey guys, welcome to the Made in Semmes podcast, the place where we interview people that were made in Semmes, make things in Semmes, and helps us make Semmes who it is today. I've got the privilege today to be at Gone Country here with Wade and Tammy Walker. How you guys doing today?
Doing good.
I appreciate y'all being on the podcast. I've come in here a couple times. We've talked about it, bought stuff here in the store, and she's a little camera shy, so y'all deal with it. She's like, I'm a little gun shy, but I think we're going to have a really good time. So the purpose of this, where I got the idea for the podcast, we done a 12 days of giveaway with our company, A1 McDuffie Sanitation. And when we did, a lot of people nominated you guys for us to be able to come buy the gift cards to give away to the community. We shot just a little bit of footage of a few things that they had here. Not all of it, but a few things that they had here in the store. And I had a lot of people reach out, was like, that's in Semmes? They have all that stuff in Semmes. So I thought it was really cool to be able to highlight businesses, business owners, things that people have here in the community. And so I appreciate, again, y'all being here with me today.
We thank you for coming.
So if y'all will, take a little bit and tell us, who is Wade and Tammy Walker?
Oh, wait.
What you want to know about Wade?
So where did you guys grow up? Where'd y'all go to school? How did y'all end up here?
I originally am from Mississippi, Lauderdale County, and I come to Semmes when I was 7 years old, and I grew up on Wolf Road.
Okay. How about you?
I grew up in 8 Mile.
Grew up in 8 Mile.
And then I met Wade Walker.
Best thing ever happened to you.
Okay.
Was it?
And we ended up getting married, moving to Semmes, and kind of just been here since then.
Yeah, so y'all went to Faith Academy?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I
Faith
think
Academy.
y'all went to school with my in-laws,
We did.
Becky and Darren Carter.
And we've been married how long?
A long time.
35?
Yeah.
35. 2 great kids, 4 good grandkids, so.
That's good. That's awesome. So before we got going, I didn't really know the whole story of how Gone Country came about. So I was asking, how did y'all come up with the idea of starting a feed store in Semmes?
You can go ahead.
Well, originally it wasn't a feed store.
Okay.
It started, I was playing around doing some sign work, and my contract ended with a job I had for 17 years, so it gave me an opportunity to open up a business. So I opened up a sign shop. I had too much space for what I was doing, and I just one day had this wild idea. I said, well, and it started on Lot Road, which, out there nowhere. Well, I had an opportunity to come up Semmes. Used to be an old video store here, so I got that spot, but I had too much room, so I put a sub wall down the middle, and I said, we're just going to put some gifty items over there and, see what happens. And it just took off from there. We ended up, Vincent's used to be here. We acquired this spot, and that's been, 15, 16 years ago? Mm-hmm. We kept it, raised our 2 kids in the store, did a lot of work. Anybody that owns their own business understand you're married to it.
That's right.
It's 24/7.
That's
It's
right.
not just 4 days a week. So we spent a lot of time doing what we loved. We had a customer that approached us that was interested in buying. And
over and over and over.
And over, wanted it real bad.
Yeah.
But at the time, the kids, I kind of felt like, missing out on some vacations. They stay up here doing their homework. But anyway, long story short, we sold it. And it kept the name for a little while. And then another person bought it, and it stayed in business for a little bit. And then that business shut down. And crazy enough, we had the opportunity to end up same building, same name, almost same telephone number except for 1 digit. Just kind of weird. But this time's a little different. Kids are grown, which now our grandkids are up here stomping around, running through here.
Right.
But it just kind of took off. And, it's a small business run by a small family. And we just work hard at it and try to bring items in that people need. And it's not really your typical feed store.
That's right.
You walk in here, you'll see.
Yeah, yeah, it's amazing what you guys have done with the place. I think I had came in a few times before you guys reopened it, but since you guys have reopened it, like I can it's almost like a glow about the place. Like when you walk in, like it fits you guys. Like to me, y'all are gone country. It is like the items that y'all have, the experience that you have. I brought my boys in. We've bought some stuff. They enjoyed being here. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing about having any type of retail, dealing with the public. It's an experience that you're given. You can order most of this stuff online.
Oh, yeah.
But one thing that you can't get online is an experience.
Well, everybody walks through that door they are spoken to. Hey, how's your day going? How you doing this morning? So we kind of enjoy that because every customer that comes in here, we end up having conversations.
That's right.
We'll call them customer friends.
Right.
I mean, that was one of her things after we sold it. She missed the people.
Right.
Not necessarily the business. She missed all the people that she, become friends with and acquaintance. And so it's the same thing. If you walk in, somebody's going to speak to you, and
That's
you
right.
want to have a conversation. And I get in trouble all the time because I'll
All the time.
I'll prop a foot up over on a sack of feed, and she's looking at me like, you just going to stand there and talk all day? I'm like, yeah. So
That's awesome. If y'all will, take a little bit of time and tell me about some of the products that you guys have in the store that y'all are carrying right now.
Well, one thing that I enjoy is the new boutique type clothing.
Well, she has a retail background too, as far as
I went
that type of stuff.
into retail right out of high school.
Okay.
And so I worked in the mall, clothing store.
Okay.
I managed a couple clothing stores for a while. I spent 10 years in the mall working retail. And I love clothes.
Yeah.
So, like you said, it's what we do. I love clothes. I want a new shirt everywhere as I go, and there's a lot of women like that too.
Yeah,
so,
that's right.
So that's taken off really well. Now that we have the grandbabies, so little people clothes are important to us too.
That's
so,
cool.
We bring that in, and, guys got a date Friday night and they need a new shirt and a hat. Well, we're here for that too. So
That's awesome.
those things are going really well. That's really taken off. More and more people are figuring out they don't have to go anywhere. It's just right down the road to
Yeah.
something new. So.
And that's the thing with the feed part of it too. A lot of people just think, oh, it's a feed store. No, well, it's not. But we do things a little different here too. I've got a building in the back that all my feed is stored, but feed's going to be in here for a purpose. We want you to be able to walk in, see it, touch it. Some people, squeeze on the bags for whatever reason. But the thing about it too is you're not toting that sack out of here. We will pick that bag up, 5 bags, 10 bags, it don't matter, and we're toting it out. I did not want, and it's a struggle. I did not want you walking up this counter and saying, all right, I need 2 bags of sweet feed. And we hand you your ticket and say, okay, please pull around to the back.
Right.
That's not customer user friendly to me. So we're hustling all day long. You look in here like, well, they got feed. Stacks are always full. Are they selling it? Every day, all day long, we're restocking just to make it easier for the customer.
Right. Make that customer experience even better.
But that's feed side. The apparel side, that she does a very good job on that. She's constantly just researching, trying to find items that you just don't pick up everywhere.
Right. That's right. Well, so did you guys did y'all ever have the idea growing up, had on my own business one day, or was it kind of it just kind of evolved, the opportunity presented itself, and y'all just kind of struck out at it? How did all that happen?
I mean, everybody's always had that thought in their mind of being self-employed, I'm sure. But it just kind of happened. Like I said, it started with a sign shop. I had an opportunity from the company I worked for 17 years that I was compensated for a period of time with the health insurance. So I was like, you know what, now's the time.
Right.
And it started from there. But, I tell everybody, owning your own business, especially starting one.
Right.
Different situations that you might buy into one or one's handed to you, but starting one, you better be ready to give it 120%.
That's right.
And the thing about it is, I tell everybody, I said, I wish everybody would try to own their own business at least one time, because their outlook on things would be totally different.
Right.
Yeah. So It never was. I don't know about sheep product. You ever thought about it on your own?
Yeah, I always wanted to do my own thing.
Yeah. So I mean, kind of like the
I mean, I'll
boutique
be honest.
side, like this type stuff, or
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Not me.
we've had horses. We've always had animals. Inside pets, outside animals.
We used to raise miniature donkeys when we had the store the first time, and
Now, was that your kids or was that actual animals?
that was
Some of both. Some of both.
They all got the similar name, if you know what I mean. They all act like. No, I can't say it, but anyway.
No, I understand that. So, what's some of the brands that you guys have in here? I know recently y'all started carrying the smoking like wood pellets for yeah. I'm like,
Thank you.
That was your idea,
well, I
lumberjack.
couldn't-
But I'm gonna give them a plug because I never knew nothing about them. But the thing about it, I started researching. I'm like, so what's the big deal about a grilling pellet? Because for one, I don't own a grill yet.
Yeah.
But I got to looking, and you can buy any other. And I'm not knocking pellets, but you can buy pellets everywhere. But this company right here, it's 100% of that hardwood. There's no added flavor.
Oh, that's right.
If it's cherry wood.
Right.
It's not a pellet made with some cherry thrown in there.
Right.
Every hickory, all of it is 100% virgin hardwood.
Right.
So that's a plus with it.
One thing that I like about it, I use the Green Mountain Grill, and I personally really like it, but I used other brand pellets, but the auger didn't feed it well.
Mm-hmm.
And so the diameter of these, the way I just really liked it. I had my father-in-law bringing them from Huntsville, Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
He was bringing them 4 or 5 bags at a time. And I'm like, we got to get somebody connected. And I actually looked into becoming a distributor myself. And I'm like, why would a garbage company sell wood pellets? I was like, I'm talking to Wade and Tammy.
Garbage over there, making grilling pellets.
That makes some interesting pellets for sure. So I know you had some upcoming stuff that you're working on. What's some of that stuff?
We are the Garmin products.
Okay.
Dog tracking, collars.
Oh, that's cool.
They also have depth finders, fishing.
Smart watches. We're just gonna get into the line of some of the.
So that's coming soon, probably in
Yeah.
the next month. That'll be here.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mardi Gras is coming up. I am
That's
gonna
another
be.
weird twist to this story right here.
We are renting Mardi Gras tuxedo rentals. I have done proms and things in the past, and that's a little difficult.
She's
but,
done that. She's done that from day one when we had
Yeah,
the store the first
Vincent's
time. But,
rented tuxedos when they were here all those years ago, and
Okay.
but when the COVID hit, and I don't mean to interrupt, that shut down all your proms, your balls. So she just put that on the back burner. But now she's revamping. it.
supposedly Mardi Gras balls are going to take place. Yeah.
So get your tuxedo rental right here.
You up.
Get you a tuxedo and a sack of horse feed.
Hey, at the same time, kill all
your
the
little
birds.
goat
One
pea
stone.
mixed
There you
in.
go. It is about that time of year, right? Man, it is. It's an awesome experience. If you will, tell me a little bit about the hats and stuff that you're doing.
Well, the hat thing is always. I've always been kind of intrigued with it, especially the leather patch part.
Right.
I like hats. Apparently everybody likes hats, but I got to looking, and you can order hats online and all this, but sometimes you'll get what they call fox leather, fake leather, and it's heat pressed on. Every patch that leaves here is a 3 to 4 ounce.
That you do.
That I do is veggie tan leather.
Okay.
And here's the other twist: you go and you try to get some hats from another company. They're gonna have a minimum. They're gonna
Right.
have an artwork fee.
Right.
I said, you know what? It might be a little work, but you walk in, you want one hat, you get one hat at the same cost as any hat you go pull off the wall. So that has taken off real well. But it is 3 to 4 ounce vegetan leather that I condition, I seal, and I personally sit behind a sewing machine as a guy. Guys walk in and catch me sewing and make fun of me all the time. I didn't know you was a seamstress. I said, well, there's a lot you don't know about me. But so
And then they talk for an hour.
yeah, then we talk for an hour, and I'm not stitching hats, but every patch is hand stitched by me. And then, whether it's placed on a rack to be sold, because we do have our own brand in here as well, the
Right.
Southern Roots Company. But you walk in, you want one hat, order one hat. And now she's like, what are you doing? I'm stepping into the embroidery side of hats too. So
Right.
that's something I'm going to add a little later. Now, not saying you can walk in and get one hat due to the fact, and I know I'm rambling, but that file has to be digitized, and that is a cost factor there.
Right.
Anyways, I'm gonna work through all that, but yeah.
Businesses, we have done so many hats, leather patches for businesses all over. I mean, just all kinds of them.
We're gonna get some done.
Farms, individuals, kids with names on their hats.
But it's real leather stitched.
One thing I think is really cool about doing this type of setup, to getting to know how you got here, who you are, why you're in the business, is, to me, I personally feel like when you're doing business, especially in a town like ours, you're not doing business with business. You're doing business with people. You know what I mean? You're supporting, it is, your grandkids will benefit from coming through.
You're not gonna have a successful business if you do not have the support of the community.
That's it.
And I'm gonna tell you, I was worried. I didn't want to do it again. I'm not gonna say
Call me.
When she told me, I think I'm gonna open that business, I said, no, you're not. She said, well, I'm not gonna do it if you ain't gonna help. I said, well, I'm gonna help. I mean, what am I gonna sit around on the couch watch Netflix while you up there trying to? But anyways, it's been different this time, and it's been good. We're growing slow, and that's our choice.
Right.
We chose to be closed on Sundays and Mondays. That was my choice because it wasn't being selfish. It's just when we had the store before, we had no downtime.
Right.
But I promise you, come up here on a Sunday and Monday, see if you don't catch me up here.
Here we are today.
I mean, no, really. I'm either behind.
Happy Monday.
I'm either behind on hats, or I'm trying to clean up the back building, rearrange, getting ready for delivery of feed or any kind of deer product we carry. So, even though Sundays and Mondays were closed, I'm still working.
Yeah, that's right.
So.
That's right. I feel like y'all done an awesome job with it. I look forward to getting the opportunity to come in, buying different stuff that I've bought, and I know that other people feel the same way. I'm sure y'all have seen over the course of time Semmes kind of blow up. It didn't look like this when y'all opened up the first time.
No. Semmes has come a long way, and I know they've got. I know they still got a lot of work ahead of them, but I really believe it's going to be probably one of the little top cities. We've got some good people in place now, and there's a lot of potential.
Yeah.
But, it's like anything else. It's going to take time. It's a slow grow.
That's right. Almost like running a business. It takes time, it takes money, it takes people, it takes support, it takes backing.
The money's the big part.
The money's the big part. Yeah,
you
for
can
sure.
Work, sweat, bleed all you want.
You ain't got no money, you're in bad shape.
That's the hardest part of it all.
That's it. So I know you talked about the garment products. Anything else big coming to watch for?
Well, we got a lot that we want to do, it's a bad thing, but also, it's kind of one of the things that aggravates me. We're running out of room.
Right.
Yeah, well, we're running out of room to do what we really want to do out here in Semmes.
I know something that's coming.
What's that?
Baby chicks.
Baby chicks are coming. When will they be here?
Baby chicks are always here. It's not nothing new. And you think that's easy
chicks.
too, because here's another thing, people. You walk in our door. Does it stink?
Not to me.
That's the thing. We got a cricket box sitting over there. And sometimes in the summertime, there's 4,000 crickets in there. You don't walk in smelling crickets. And the reason why I did that is I never thought about it. And I was like, well, we'll carry crickets. And I've always seen a cricket box sitting on a sidewalk out front. When I talked to the bait man, I said, all right, I want some crickets. I'm going to put them out front. How's that going to work? He said, well, you're going to lose half of them due to the heat. Farm-raised cricket only has a life expectancy of 2 weeks. I said, what? So anyways, he said, now if you can put them inside, they're going to last longer. I said, have you smelt them boxes? He said, yeah, I smell them. I said, I don't want that.
I guarantee you.
He said, it's like anything else. It's like a pet. Now, if you don't clean up, feed them, water them, change their water every day, yeah, it's going to smell.
Yeah.
Every day, clean, water change, feed. So they're kind of like a 4,000 little pets over there we tend to.
You'll name them.
But the biddies will be in here. I put a brooder box in here. There'll be 90 biddies in that thing, cleaned every day. I mean, it's a lot of, it's a lot of work to try to keep, something presentable, because we did not want you walking in and say,
man, it
what died in here?
Yeah.
It smells like a
2,000 crickets.
Well, the kids don't want to have to go in the back in the warehouse to see the box of crickets or the baby chicks. They can see them, they can get them out, hold them if they want to. It's just fun stuff.
That's awesome.
But that's springtime, middle of
have...
February. My first order will be here. So, yeah.
That's awesome. You certain type of brand biddies or just
most of the ones that we bring in are all laying hens. They grow up to just lay eggs, you know.
Yeah.
Different breeds. We try to hear what the customers want.
Right.
We don't try to.
Not a lot of specialty birds. Just your really good yard laying eggs.
Which means hens. We do not order straight runs because you leave here with 6 chickens, you don't know what you got. You got a better chance of getting hens the way we order. Because if you buy 6 of a straight run, you might get home and get 1 hen and 5 roosters. Nobody wants 5 roosters.
That's my luck.
Yeah.
I can get 6 roosters.
But there's a lot that we want to do. It's just we're struggling right now on figuring how we can get
more space.
More space.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I want to say this. The people that come in here that we don't know, that just want to do business with us because we're in Semmes and we're small business, is like crazy. Like, I just want to stop here and check y'all out first before I go to some other, bigger stores in town. And I'm like, we need to get that now, I mean, you did that, you know. We never thought about grilling pellets, Now, we can't get everything, but,
for sure.
If it's something, like, I've got a few people that, maybe we order from one of our distributors that sell a certain cat food that we've never brought in. If you need a bag or 2 of cat food and I can throw it on the truck, I don't have a problem with that, you know. But just the people that stop by to check in or call us first before they go somewhere else. It's crazy the support they give us.
Right.
It's
good.
It's
nice.
been good. I mean, I was worried, took a while for people to realize there's a different owners and business in here now. But the people that come in, and you'll get those, don't get me wrong, I get that down the road for this. I'm like, well, gas prices now.
Spend your $4 a gallon and drive
all right.
4 miles.
Appreciate you stopping. But other than that, I mean, everybody it's just, they're wonderful. I mean, it's amazing, really, it is. And, luckily we're just simple. I think people enjoy coming in and just, seeing how simple we are, and we're not scared to talk to you. I sure ain't, but it's been good. It's been good.
That's awesome. Is there anything y'all want to say before we wrap it up?
Just keep an eye on us. I mean, we're working hard to try to have something here in Semmes for everyone to enjoy. Once again, appreciate everybody that comes in here. And if you haven't been in here, just stop by. We had a conversation for you. Rent's due every month, our bill, but no, you ain't got to buy. Just stop by.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's awesome. So I want to say before we close it up, these are 2 of the best people that you'll find in Semmes. I feel very comfortable to say that. They have awesome products. Based off the podcast today, you can hear they put their heart and soul into everything they do. Nothing that I've ever seen them do so far have they half done. They 100% do everything for the community, for the people that stop in here. I'm thankful to have met you guys, and thank you again for being on the podcast today. Thank you so much for watching the Made in Semmes podcast today. Like it, subscribe to it, send it to a friend, and more than all that, just stop by the store. Stop by and see them. Tell them you saw them on the Made in Semmes podcast. Make them feel good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's it.
All right.
That's a wrap.